Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Lu. Because of the CAS suspension, we will switch from the classroom teaching to online teaching. I and Mr. Chen will post some teaching video on the school homepage to maintain our learning progress. You have to follow the instruction as attached. In this term, we will change the topic from heat to mechanics. What is meant by mechanics? It is something about the force, motion of objects. So now, please take out your physics exercise and turn to chapter 3, page 1. Okay, in this chapter, we have to learn about kinematics. What is meant by kinematics? You can check up with your dictionary, or let me tell you the meaning of this term. It is something about the motion of objects. So we will learn some terms about the motion. The first one is called speed. I think most of you know what's the meaning of this term. Before we discuss about this term, let us to take a look of this road sign. Did you see this road sign on the road before? So what is the meaning of this road sign on a highway? What is meant by 80? Yeah, it is the speed. 80. What is the unit of this speed? Yes, exactly. More exactly, it should be the speed limit. That means the maximum allowed speed for vehicles to move on the road. And the unit for this quantity is kilometer per hour. That means the maximum allowed speed of vehicle moving on the road is 80 km in an hour. So if the speed is greater than this one, the police may charge the car for speeding. And what's the definition of speed? Or more exactly, which is called average speed. Average speed. It is the ratio of the total distance traveled by an object divided by the total time taken. Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Usually, in physics equation, we use symbols to represent all this physical quantity. The symbol for average speed is V. V means the speed. And the total distance traveled, something about distance, so we use the symbol S. You may wonder why we not use the symbol, the letter D, okay? But it is a convention. We use S to represent the quantity distance. And time is simply T. So we can express the equation as V equals to S over T. Inverse, it is the speed is equal to the distance divided by the time. And what are the units for this quantity? The unit for the distance traveled is in meter. And the unit for time is second. So the unit for speed is meter and then second or meter per second. This is the symbol. This is the unit for the quantity speed, right? Any question? Okay, maybe we now going to do some exercise together. Question 1. Look at this question. Okay, the question tells us a car is traveling with a uniform speed of 16 meters per second. What is meant by uniform? Uniform means constant. That means the speed does not change throughout the motion. The car is traveling with a constant speed, which is equal to 16 meters per second. And then you have to find out the time required for the car to travel for 2 kilometers. So can you find out the time required to travel this distance? So which equation you will use? Yeah, you have only one equation. So the first step is to write down the equation. V equals to S over T. The average speed or the constant speed is equal to the total distance traveled divided by the time taken. So the speed is 16 and the distance traveled is 2. Is it correct? No. The distance must be expressed in meter. So you have to change the 2 kilometer to meter. So you have to multiply this quantity by 1,000. Then you change the 2 kilometer to 2 times 1,000 meter, right? And the time t. So you can use a calculator to find out the value of t. T is equal to, right, 125. What is the unit for time? Yes, it is in second. Don't forget to write down the unit. Okay, so it is so simple. The car has to take the time 125 seconds to travel the distance 2 kilometers at a speed of 16 meters per second. Is it difficult? No. Then can you do the question 2 for me right now? And you can pause the video and then do the question and then check up with my solution to see whether you got the correct answer or not. Okay, I suppose you have finished your calculation. Then let us discuss the question 2 together. The question talks about a journey. Okay, the journey starts from Futai Estate and then of a car to travel from Futai Estate to our school. So there are 2 routes. The first one is this one, but this one is by foot on walking. Okay, so by car we have to follow the blue color route. Okay, so from the map we find that the distance traveled from Futai Estate to our school is 1.3 kilometers and the time taken is 4 minutes. So can you find out the average speed of the car? So similarly, we have to write down the equation. The equation is V equals to S divided by T, S over T. And you have to find out the average speed. What is the distance traveled? What is the total distance traveled? Right, it is 1.3 kilometers. But you should remember that you have to express this one in meter. So you have to multiply it by 1,000. And what is the time taken for the journey? It is 4 minutes. And you have to express it in seconds. So you have to multiply it by 60. So it is the total distance traveled and the total time taken. So the answer is 5.42. And what's the unit for this quantity? Okay, so you look at the unit in the numerator, it is meter. And for that one, in the denominator is second. So this one will be meter per second, right? Is it okay? And then part B, can you estimate? What's meant by estimate? The meaning is can you guess the speed of the car at the second minute? So you may guess like this one. The car travel in the first minute for this part, and then second minute for the other part, and so on. Then the car arrived at the school. So can you estimate the speed of the car at the second minute? Oh, sorry, you can't. You can't estimate the speed of the car at the second minute. Do you know the reason why? Okay, right. This one, the answer in part A is only the average speed. The question doesn't tell you about whether the car travels with a constant speed or uniform speed. So the car may make a stop at the traffic light, so the speed will be less than that value because the car does not travel with a uniform speed, so we can't estimate the speed of the car at a particular time. Is it okay? So that is the answer for question 2. So we have two terms worth to discuss with you all. Okay, one is called instantaneous speed, and the other one is the average speed. Okay, we have discussed about these terms before. Average speed is equal to the total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. Right? What is meant by instantaneous speed? It means the speed of an object at a particular instant, or the speed of an object at a particular time. Maybe you still not really understand about this concept or this term. Maybe we can take a look of the video below. So it is the photo inside of a minibus. You can see there's a box and number 67 is shown on the box in the box. Okay, now let me play the video for you. Okay, let me play the video for you. Yeah, this number changed from 67, 75, 77, and then 80, 82. Okay, so what is this number represent? Yeah, it means the speed of the minibus. Okay, it is 82 km/h at the end of this journey. And can you see that? In the middle of the journey, this number is 78. What does it mean? That means the speed of the minibus at this particular time is equal to 78. But it is not a constant. The minibus did not move at a constant speed. So the speed will change from 78 to 82. 82 means the speed of the minibus at this particular time. So instantaneous speed is equal to the speed at a certain instant, certain time. So it is the instantaneous speed. If a car moves with constant speed, that means the speed does not change throughout the journey, then you can say that the instantaneous speed will be equal to the average speed. It is the same value, but it may not be the case in the real life. The speed is always changing, sometimes speeding up and sometimes slowing down. So it is a special case. If the object travels with a uniform speed, then the instantaneous speed will be equal to the average speed. Is it okay? So this is the end of the teaching in the first video. And you have to do the assignment 1. You have to finish it on time and then send your answers to Mr. Chen or to me through our email, and we will mark the exercise for you. If you have any question, then we will discuss with you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.